see this as an untapped market that I'm very excited about.
Win, win, win. Not just one win or two wins, everybody wins. Probate is a legal process through which the assets of a deceased person are properly distributed to the heirs or beneficiaries under a will. The court oversees the estate to make sure that debts are paid and proper distribution is made. And the real truth of the matter is that probate courts are really there for the benefit of the creditors. Their main functionality is to determine how much assets there are, and is there enough assets to pay the creditors, and then getting the creditors paid. And the last functionality is distributing whatever's left over to the heirs. And we'll actually work real deals instead of just talking about theory.
Hi, my name's George Miller from Probate Uncovered. And right now we're doing a training just inside this room. And people are actually looking at live probate files and discovering the secrets that they'll have to learn to uncover the money that's contained in them. Let's go in and take a look and see how they're doing. So you have to not just read what there is there, but you have to read into what's there.
Just find all his expenses and go negotiate to buy that debt. Remember we were talking about that? We'll do that in the Platinum in the next event. And then you get to stand in line to get paid, knowing that there's $2 million in assets and that you got a $200,000 judgment that you bought for 20 grand. And you don't have to mess with all the, all the rehab, the buying, the selling, the negotiating, the court proceedings.
It's not theory, it's not some book, maybe if you do this, you do this. We looked at actual files of folks who recently filed probate, went down them, and with the help of George, we're told what to look for, how to find the assets, and how to read between the lines and find maybe assets that were not there in black and white. We've already made money today on our second day. We've gone over some actual case files from our local county courthouse. Come across a property that is valued at $200,000. I know is worth at least $800,000. It is bank is a trust of or is actually a representative of the estate. So I'm going to approach that bank on Tuesday morning and see if we can purchase that property. I have no doubt by the end of 30 days a person could do 2 to 5 deals if they were working full time.
Where you look for it, you could think why it would be beneficial and not beneficial. You could think where the same thing could be beneficial on one side or the other. How are you going to use that information? The information and the knowing of this information is what gives you all the power. If you didn't know it, there's no power there. It's the knowledge that gives you power. It's your thinking process that will have you never have competition. And in this week, I know you want to ask me questions, but I'm going to fire questions right back at you. So if I can get you thinking and producing this information on your own, you can walk out the door with it. And that will be my goal for this weekend.
The thing that really excites me most about this Probate Uncovered is that there's no one working these deals. There's no one that has the expertise to go out and, work the files, know what to say to the judges, know what to say to the personal representatives. And George teaches that in 3 days, how you can go out and do this business. It's fantastic, just fantastic.
This is totally an information game. The more information you have, the more money you make. So as we go through this, I really challenge you to take the little bits of information that seem pretty unimportant and start figuring out how you can actually apply it to give you some insight on how to buy these deals, how to buy creditors' positions, how to negotiate with heirs, PRs, attorneys. All these little tidbits added together really put you in a very powerful position because you have all the information.
I bought a probate deal from one of George's students. That they made $35,000 and left me $50,000 on the table, which is what originally got me involved in coming here.
You want to know where to use the heir, where not to use it, where to develop that conversation, where to leave it alone, when to buy an heir's position, when not to buy it. But mainly, just in the basic conversation here, we just wanted to really define who the players are and start the questioning of how we use this information. Like you heard from the fellas here, that it's easy. They call you up and they already put 50 cents on the dollar on the table. It doesn't take much to negotiate that, and that's kind of the mentality you're going to be coming across. And being the only person that is actually mailing them a letter, the only person that's actually offering these services, it's really, really easy. It's not like there's a line of people behind you where you have to get in a bid war.
A new market to tap into that there's not a lot of people in, so it's an opportunity to break away from the pack and market out something that not everybody else is doing.
Probate Uncovered can take me to the next level, knowing that there are so many deals out there and very few investors playing them.
I really don't want to be the personal representative. I make $700 a week, and now I'm going to have to pay all these bills until such time in the future that I don't have to pay them anymore. Well, my income wasn't constructed for two house expense. My income was barely enough to keep me afloat, and that was going to be most of the things that you hear out there. If you had to take on 2 mortgages, 2 car payments, 2 electric bills, attorney's fees and all that right now, would it make you excited? No, it doesn't, does it? And it does not make these people excited either. Start formulating what you're going to do on Tuesday. You know, which ones are you going to go after first? Get it really basic and get really good at whatever you determine that you're going to go after, and get it simple. And I want you by Monday to have talking with me and know the steps that you're going to take about what niche you're going to choose. And you probably already heard, I don't know, 20 or 30 niches. There'll be a lot more that we're going to be covering. I don't know which one you're going to choose. I'll support you in any of those. But start formulating what it is you're going to be going after.
It's a market with so many niches and so many areas. I mentioned 2. I think there's probably 30 that I can just rattle off that you'd say, my gosh, we should look at these. We should tap into them. And we should service them, because if we don't, I don't think anybody will.
Out of all the niches we've talked about in the class over the last 3 days, the niche I'm going to work primarily is going to be personal representatives, being either attorneys or banks, kind of removing some of the emotion of it and dealing with nothing but million dollar and larger estates.
Who has an interest in case file number 1? Case number 2? Whoa! File number 3. Case number 4? Case number 5? Now serving case number 5. Case number 6. Case number 7. Case number 7. Case number 8. And I want to see tomorrow morning. You can have this file. It was designed just to be give me's. Get right involved at making money, and let's get those landed. We're going to make some money in here. Yeah, we're going to do that. You'll see. Like, you'll actually build your business where it comes to you instead of you going for it. I mean, you'll have to do your marketing, but you know, you'll be getting phone calls from people referring people. Like, by you taking care of them, going, man, they totally took care of us. So we're gonna be hitting them once a month, just everybody, the heirs, the attorneys, and every month, if you just put 200 in there, you're gonna have deals. Invaluable experience in terms of using those files in probate that we went through. I mean, to have them in front of you, to walk through with the different levels of what the different decisions are being made in the court level and how that's working out, it's a great opportunity to put it all together and now understand what this is all about. Here's a guy who not only has a tremendous amount of knowledge, but at the same time he's funny, he's educational, he does keep you on the seat of your pants, and loved it. He was just really engaging. And there's a lot of people who I think you'll meet who may not have that same talent, but boy, he was great.
He speaks from the heart and from the experience that he has had, and he is sharing everything with us all today.
George Miller is awesome. He's funny, he's very, very brilliant.
It's been absolutely life-changing.
So this is a window of opportunity. I want you guys to act like it is, you know, and actually go out there and, you know, secure your life and your well-being and take care of yourself and do it quickly. It doesn't take much, you know, when you get there. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, 20 minutes at the clerk's office, and here's 8 files.
Wow, this was simply amazing. I just didn't even imagine how great it was. It's like, now we have, like, I don't know, like 300 different niches in real estate to invest. Wow, I don't know, I'm just amazed about this. This is simply a great training. I love it. I think I'm gonna make my millions here in probate. And you know, I really recommend you to take this seminar. It's gonna be way over your expectation. It's simply amazing. You're gonna be blown out by this. The knowledge that George has, wow, are great. It really shows that he knows what he's talking about, and I got engaged with that. So I strongly recommend this seminar to just everybody.